Hello students. The other day we learned about development of embryo, viviparous, oviparous animals and also about metamorphosis. So we have learnt about reproduction in some familiar animals. But what about very small animals like hydra and microscopic organisms like amoeba? Do you know how do they reproduce? Let us find out. For this, first we have to take permanent slides of hydra, and it is observed using hand lens or a microscope. In each hydra, there may be one or more bulges. These bulges are the developing new individuals, and they are called buds. Recall the presence of buds in yeast. You learnt in class 7 reproduction in plants. In Hydra 2, the new individuals develop as outgrowths from a single parent. This type of reproduction, in which only a single parent is involved, is called asexual reproduction. Since new individuals develop from the buds in Hydra, this type of asexual reproduction is called budding. Another method of asexual reproduction is observed in microscopic organisms. Amoeba. Let us see how this happens. You have already learnt about the structure of amoeba. Amoeba is a microscopic single-celled organism found in pond water. Amoeba has a cell membrane, a round, dense nucleus, and many small bubble-like vacuoles in its cytoplasm. Amoeba constantly changes its shape and position. It pushes out one or more finger-like projections called pseudopodia or false feet for movement and capture of food. Here I show you the diagram of an amoeba. It begins the process of reproduction by the division of its nucleus into two nuclei. This is followed by division of its body into two, each part receiving a nucleus. Finally, the two amoebae are produced from one parent amoeba. This type of reproduction, in which an animal reproduces by dividing into two individuals, is called binary fission. Apart from budding and binary fission, there are other methods by which a single parent reproduces young ones. You will study about this in your higher classes. Now, let us learn about some interesting facts. Have you heard about test tube babies? In some women, oviducts are blocked. These women are unable to bear babies because sperms cannot reach the egg for fertilization. In such cases, doctors collect freshly released egg and sperms and keep them together for a few hours for IVF or in vitro fertilization outside the body, though it is taking place outside of the body but by artificial means. In case fertilization occurs, the zygote is allowed to develop for about a week and then it is placed in the mother's uterus. Complete development takes place in the uterus and the baby is born like any other baby. Babies are born through this technique are called test tube babies. This term is actually misleading because babies cannot grow in test tubes. Now, story of Dolly, the clone. What is cloning? Cloning is the production of an exact copy of a cell, any other living part, or a complete organism. Cloning of an animal was successfully performed for the first time by Ian Wilmut and his colleagues in the Roslin Institute of Edinburgh, Scotland. They successfully cloned a sheep named Dolly. Dolly was born on 5th July 1996 and was the first mammal to be cloned. Dolly was a healthy clone of the finned russet sheep and produced several offsprings of her own through normal sexual means. Unfortunately, Dolly died on 14 February 2003 due to a certain lung disease. Since Dolly, several attempts have been made to produce cloned mammals. However, many die before birth or die soon after birth. The cloned animals are many a times found to be born with severe abnormalities. So, here we complete the chapter. Thank you, students.